So, good day, students. How are you feeling today? It's been a while since our last meeting. So, before our discussion, I want to know your status right now. So, using an object or situation, can you describe what happened to you in the past weeks? So, who can go first?
Ma'am, may I go first?
Yes, you may.
Mm, I think, ma'am, if I'm to discuss my feelings for the past week, I think a roller coaster would justify everything because the past week is full of ups and downs. I am physically and emotionally and mentally challenged, mom, but I keep on motivating myself that I can accomplish all of my tasks.
Okay, so it's a good attitude that you keep on trying despite the hardships that you're experiencing. So that's nice. So how about you, Jillian?
I think, Mom, a clock is the best representation of how I was able to survive the past weeks of my life. I focus on planning ahead of time, Mom, even though sometimes it is very hard to balance schoolworks and my task in the house. But the same as Rian, every day I keep on trying my best because I know that there will be a fruit for my labor.
Okay, so that's also great to hear that you are able to share experiences in the class, and I appreciate how you give your best in everything that you do. So now, uh, again, welcome to our class, students. So our task for today is that I'm going to play a conversation between husband and wife, and I want you to pay attention to the conversations that you will hear because after every conversation, there is a question that you need to answer. And what is the question? So the question that you will answer is, what are they talking about? So for every conversation, I hope that you will put that in mind. The question, what are they talking about? Okay, so if you're ready, I'm going to play the first conversation between husband and wife. Are you ready, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Mom.
Okay, great. So let me play the conversation with you.
Where are you going? I'm going to work in the office. But why don't you eat first?
Okay, so have you heard the conversation, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want me to repeat it again? Or is that okay with you? Hello?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you want me to repeat the conversation again or is that okay with you?
Ma'am, may you repeat the conversation again?
Okay, okay. So let me play it again for a while. Okay.
Where are you going? I'm going to work in the office. But why don't you eat first? There was no time to cook a meal.
Okay. So according to the conversation, what are they talking about? Can you give an answer?
Mom, may I answer?
Okay, yes, you may.
I think they are talking about a meal, Mom.
Okay, they are talking about a meal. Do you have the same answer, Ian?
Yes, ma'am. They were talking about a meal.
Okay, great. So now I'm going to play another conversation, and this is about friends. They are talking about something. So again, let us listen to their conversation.
Do we have any coffee? I drank all the coffee. There was none left. But why do you look so sad lately? I was looking for love, but I found none.
Okay. So, according to the second conversation, what do you think is the two best friends talking about? Anyone?
Ma'am, may I answer?
Yes, yes, you can.
I think the second conversation, they were talking about love.
Okay, they were talking about love. Anything else?
Ma'am, may I answer?
Yes, you may.
Two friends are also talking about coffee, ma'am.
Okay, so the two friends are talking about love and coffee. So now we're going to have another conversation, and this is between a head teacher and a teacher. So let us listen to their conversation.
Ma'am, how many students took the test last Friday? None of the students took the test. Really? What could be the reason? Don't worry, none of this is your fault. It is their choice not to take the test.
Okay, so after we have listened to the third conversation, again, the same question is being asked, class. So what are they talking about? What what is the teacher and the head teacher talking about? Anyone?
Ma'am, may I answer?
Yes, you can.
I think they are talking about a test, ma'am.
Okay, they are talking about a test. So great job, students. So now your second task is that here, I'm going to present you these words and I will give you 1 minute to write this down because what you're going to do is that you're going to arrange these words according to the conversation that I will play again. So this time, you will hear the full version of the conversation that we had a while ago. So, okay, class, I'm going to give you 1 minute to write all of these words. And then after that, we're going to listen to the full version of the conversation. Are you good with that?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So you may start writing it down. Okay, time's up, students. So are you done writing the words?
No, ma'am.
Okay, not yet. Okay, so I'm going to give you another minute to write the words. Okay, so how about now? Are you done writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So now I'm going to play again the full version of the conversation and I want you to arrange it based on what we will hear. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so let's listen again to the first conversation between husband and wife.
Where are you going? I'm going to work in the office. But why don't you eat first? There was no time to cook a meal. Why? Because I'm already late for work. Then let me cook for you. There's no need because I also have no ingredients in my kitchen. Okay, I understand. Thanks. I will run as fast as I can because there are no tricycles on the street. Okay, take care. See you later.
Okay, so now I'm going to play again the second conversation between best friends. So let's hear them.
Do we have any coffee? I drank all the coffee. There was none left. But why do you look so sad lately? I was looking for love, but I found none.
Okay, so now let's listen to the third conversation, and this is between a head teacher and the teacher. So let's listen to them.
Ma'am, how many students took the test last Friday? None of the students took the test. Really? What could be the reason? Don't worry, none of this is your fault. It is their choice not to take the test. Oh, by the way, ma'am, did all of your family vote last Monday? Yes, ma'am. None of us forget to vote last election day. It's nice. Did you go to Sir Manny's birthday celebration yesterday? No, ma'am, because none of his friends came to the party too.
Okay, so students, can you give me an answer based on your arrangements?
Um,
Hello?
may I answer?
Yes, you may.
I think the arrangement would be no, time, cook, and meal.
Okay. So how about the second one?
Ma'am, may I answer?
Yes. Yes, you may.
So the arrangement is no ingredients and kitchen.
Okay. So how about the third one?
Mom,
Okay. Hello, Jillian.
um, it is look, love, found, and none.
Okay. We'll see if your answer is correct. How about Rian?
Um, None of students took the test.
Okay. And then Jillian, how about the fifth one?
None of, forgot, both last Monday.
Okay. And then for the last one, Rian.
None of friends came then party.
Okay, so now I'm going to present the correct arrangements of the words based on the conversation. So let me read this part for you. So, no time to cook a meal. And then, no ingredients in the kitchen. Looking for love but found none. And then, none of the students took the test. None of us forgot to vote last Monday. None of his friends came to the party. So, students, how many correct answers have you got? Are your answers correct?
Yes, ma'am. Mine are all correct.
Okay. Wow, okay, great, good job. How about Jillian?
Ah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we're going to answer this question based on the conversation that we have heard earlier. So do you want me to repeat the conversation or we can proceed answering this question?
Ma'am, can you repeat the conversation again?
Oh, okay. Okay, so let us play the conversation again. Let's listen to it and pay attention because we're going to answer this question. Why did Caleb didn't eat before going to work? Okay, so let's listen again to the conversation.
Where are you going? I'm going to work in the office. But why don't you eat first? There was no time to cook a meal. Why? Because I'm already late for work. Then let me cook for you. There's no need because I also have no ingredients in my kitchen. Okay, I understand. Thanks. I will run as fast as I can because there are no tricycles on the street. Okay, take care. See you later.
Okay, so according to the conversation, why did Caleb didn't eat before going to work? Anyone?
Ma'am, may I answer?
Yes, you may.
Because
Wait,
there
let me type
was
in your answer. Okay,
because there was no time to cook a meal.
okay. There was. Can you repeat your answer, please?
There was no time to cook a meal.
There was no time to cook a meal. Let us make this one big. There was no time to cook a meal. No time. Okay, great. For the second one, why did Patricia look so sad? Anyone?
Ma'am, may I answer?
Hello, yes, you may.
Patricia looks so sad because she is looking for love but found none.
Looking for love but found none. Did I get your answers correct?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay, so for the third one, how many students took the test last Monday? Who can give me an answer for this one?
Ma'am, may I?
Okay, is this Rianne?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is your answer?
From the conversation, it said that none of the students took the test.
Okay, none of the students took the test. Did I get it right, Rian?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, let's see. So none of the students took the test last Monday. Okay. So now your task is to combine no and none with the words on the right side of the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
Okay, so you can arrange those words in no particular order. So I'm going to give you, I think, 1 minute to think of an answer. Think of your answer rather. So what will you combine with the words on the right side of the screen? So you can add no plus the word. So you may start answering right now. I'm going to give you 1 minute to answer. Okay, so time's up, students. Have you already got an answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So, what are your answers? Can you give me one? Jillian?
In the first one, my answer is no time.
Okay. And then, Rian, can you give us another answer?
My answer is none of us.
None of us. So, I've noticed that you use off. So, we will see later if your answer is correct. Another one, Jillian?
My answer is no ingredients.
Okay, no ingredients. How about you, Rian?
My answer is no tricycles.
Mm-hmm. No tricycles. Okay. And for the last one, Jillian?
None of his.
And then Rian?
The last one is no students.
Okay, no students. So right now, I'm going to ask you to read these sentences and pay attention to those highlighted words in the sentences. So can you think of an answer? Why are those words highlighted, or they are just there for no reason? So I want you to think of the sentence structures as you read the sentences. So Rian, can you read the first one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
I will run because there were no tricycles on the street.
Okay, very good. The second one, Jillian, can you read this one with feelings?
Um, I was looking for love, but I found none.
Okay, wow, that's great. Okay, for the last one, Rian, can you please read this one?
None of his friends came to the party.
Okay. So now, as I have said earlier, I ask you to pay attention to the highlighted words in the sentences because now we're going to unlock the patterns of the sentences. So, no is usually used with nouns because no is a quantifier, meaning it is used before a noun. So in this sentence, what do you think is the noun? Anyone? Noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. So can anyone answer what is the noun in this sentence?
May I answer, ma'am?
Yes, you may.
I think the noun here is tricycles.
Okay, correct. Tricycles. So no plus the noun tricycle. So no is usually used with an uncountable noun such as time or water. But in this sentence, we use no with a countable noun like tricycles. So we can say that the pattern is, so let me type in the pattern. No plus noun. So can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for this sentences, our pattern is no plus noun. It can be an uncountable noun or a plural countable noun. Okay. For the next one, I was looking for love, but I found none. So we can see in this sentence that none is used without a noun, meaning it can stand on its own. So the pattern that we can derive from this sentence is that none can be used without a noun. Okay, oops, without a noun. Or it can answer a question. So later on, I'm going to give you an additional example and we will encounter a sentence in which it answers a question. Answers a question. Okay. Okay, so the pattern in the sentence, again, let me repeat it for you. None plus without a noun or it answers a question. Have you got it, students? Is it clear with you?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so for the third sentence, none of his friends came to the party. So what can we derive from this sentence? So none of is used with a possessive pronoun his plus the noun friends. So none of, we can use none of with the definite article the, none of the, or we can use pronouns, or we can use possessive pronouns such as his or her, or another one, none of this or that. So we can use those patterns. But for this sentence, the one that we use is none of plus possessive pronoun his plus the noun. So we can say that the pattern is, let me type it for you, none of plus possessive pronoun his plus noun. So it is not all the time that we can use the possessive pronoun his. We can use the definite article the or the other possessive pronoun or other pronouns. So you can use whatever you want. Okay, so for the additional examples, let me read this one for you. So it says that no road accidents were reported in Kalumpit throughout May. So we have said earlier that no can be used with noun, uncountable noun, or plural countable noun. So no plus the noun road. No road accidents were reported. And then for the second example, no student is allowed to leave the class. So no plus the noun student. Okay. So another example, it says there that they have all the means to study abroad and we have none. So we have also mentioned earlier that none is used without a noun, meaning it can stand on its own. And how much money do you have? None. So this is what I'm talking about earlier, that none can also answer a question about quantity. So in this sentence, sentence, it is asking about quantity. And we can answer none. Okay. For the third set of examples, none of my friends play golf. So none of plus the pronoun my plus the noun friends. So none of my friends play golf. And then for the last sentence, none of the children in my class have tutors. So I have mentioned earlier that we can use none of with the definite article the. This one, the definite article the, plus the noun children. So none of the children in my class have tutors. So have you got it, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me again repeat the pattern that we have used. The first pattern is no plus noun. The second one is none. We can use none without a noun, or it can answer a question. And then the third pattern is that we can use none of with a definite article the, pronouns, or possessive pronouns his, her, my, or etc. So now, students, it's your turn to answer. So your task is to write at least 2 or 3 sentences using the pattern that we have discussed a while ago. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to think or compose your answer, and then later on we're going to share it to the class, and then we will check if your answers are correct or if you are able to learn the pattern that we have discussed. Okay, so now you can answer, and then after 3 minutes, let us go back to the meet and share your answers to the class. Have you got it, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you may proceed answering. You have 1 minute left, students. Okay, are you done answering?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Rian, can you go first? Can you share to us your answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you may proceed.
So for my first one,
Okay,
there are no English books
there are no, oh wait, English books
on on the bookshelf.
on the bookshelf. Okay, the other one.
How many books do you have?
How many books do you have? Okay.
None.
For the
I have
oh,
none there, ma'am, at the end.
okay, none. Okay. For the last
None
answer,
of my friends
none of my friends
came to visit me in the hospital.
visit me in the hospital. So let us check if you're able to use the pattern that we have discussed a while ago. Let me just enlarge this one. Okay, so there are no English books. There are no English books on the bookshelf. Correct. So there are no English books in the bookshelf. No plus the noun English books. And then for the second one, how many books do you have? None. Okay, great. So you use none as an answer to a question. And then for the third one, none of my friends came to visit me in the hospital. So none of plus the possessive pronoun my and then the noun friends. So great job, Rian. You created a good answer. So how about Jillian? Can you share to the class your answers?
The first one, we have
Okay.
no
Again, we cannot hear you clearly.
we have no place.
We have no we have no place to live in. Have I got your answers correct?
Yes po.
Okay. Second one.
The second one, my teacher gave us.
My teacher. Okay.
Gave us an easy math problem,
And then
but none could answer.
none could answer. Okay. So how about the third one?
None of the windows
None of the windows.
were open.
Okay. Were open. Okay. So let us see if your answers are correct. So for the first one, Jillian used no plus the noun place. Correct. No plus the noun place. We have no place to live in. For the second example, my teacher gave us an easy math problem, but none could answer. So she used none alone without the noun. Correct. So for the third one, none of the windows were open. So none of plus the definite article the plus the noun windows. Okay, so great job, students. I am very pleased that you are able to apply the patterns that we have discussed a while ago. So, okay, that's it, students. Thank you for joining the class today. I hope that you are able to learn something, and I hope that you will remember the patterns that we have discussed a while ago. So, goodbye, students. Thank you.
Goodbye, ma'am. Thank